Lesson number 4, Advanced Pen Color with Variables and Sprites. So in this lesson, what we're going to do is not only make the turtle move and turn corners, but we're going to change the pen color so that you can leave different colored trails besides just white. As always, we start with our onStart block, and then we need to create our variables that are going to hold our turtle objects. So we're going to create two variables, the first called myDuck. Please notice the naming convention. So small letter on the first word, capital letters on every other word, and no spaces between words. And my next one is called myApple. Once we have those two variables, then we can create our turtle objects. The first turtle object is going to be the myDuck, and we're going to give it a sprite of a duck. Then we'll put that one in. The second one is going to be the myApple, and it will have the apple sprite. And once again, both of the objects will show up in our game console in the very middle, and they'll be right on top of each other because we haven't moved them yet. So before we're going to move them, what we're going to do is use this new block called myTurtle set pen color. So it's under the turtle objects, and we're going to drag it out. As with all these blocks, you have to assign it to the variable that you're referring to, and then you can drag it in. There we go. So once we've dragged them in, it would be really nice if we could change the color to something else. So if you just select the little white stadium shape, you can select the color that you want your pen to be. You'll notice that our objects haven't done anything because we haven't moved them forward. So since we've now changed the pen color, it'd be nice if we could move them forwards and backwards like we did last time so that we could actually see the new pen color. So we're going to grab the move forward block, assign it to our particular variables. And for our apple, we're actually going to make it move backwards so that they're not on top of each other. There we go. So our duck should move forwards and our apple should move backwards. And now you can see the different color that the pen is leaving for our trail. So now that we know how to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to change the pen color again so that we can see what will happen if we change the pen color while they're moving along. So we can duplicate our existing one and change the color. And we're going to make it a green and a yellow. And to make the new pen color show up, once again, we'll have to continue to move them either forwards or backwards. So you can see that even as we're moving along, you can change the pen colors. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try out some skills that we've learned so far. We're going to change colors, we're going to move forwards and backwards, we're going to change angles and turn and put everything together. So we have our two objects, that code we can reuse. We have the duck with its red, Then we actually want to have our duck moving forward 15 steps. So we're just going to split this code apart and reuse pieces. So we're going to move 15. The next thing we want to do is turn our duck by 90 degrees. So we're going to grab the turn block, assign it to our duck, turn right 90 degrees, so that's good. Then we want to set our apple color to blue so we can reuse that block. We're going to move backwards 30 steps. So we should be able to reuse this block. Change that to 30. We're going to turn our apple left. So we could copy this block over, change it to our my apple variable, turn left. We're going to get the pen color. Just going to move up so we can see. So it's the pen color for the duck, so it's this one. And we're setting it to yellow. Then we're going to move forward 20 steps. So we can copy that block and change its value to 20. The apple, we're going to change its pen color to green. And then we're going to move it forwards 50 steps. It's always nice when you have leftover blocks to just move them off so that you can see what you're doing. If your code doesn't quite fit, there's a little minus sign here so it can shrink down your code so you can see things better. And just double check to make sure that we followed the steps. We have our duck and our apple. We did red, 15 steps forward, right 90 degrees. Our apple we set to blue. The apple we moved backwards 30 steps, turned left 90 degrees, set the duck color to yellow, moved it forward 20 steps, set our apple color to green, and then moved it forward 50. So there we go. That's what it should look like. So success. Now you know how to change the color of the trail that the turtles leave. So the assignment that I'd like you to do is, once again, remove this code and remove your variables, and then with proper name, assign the turtle objects for 2 of them, get them to move, change the trail color, turn, move again, and say I can change colors. Don't forget you'll need this block here to make it say something. And that's it.